I don't know why I love you so much. Is it your tenderness? Your sweet eyes? Is it because of your voice of angel and your mind in hells? Your eagerness to live? Do you thrill me like you do because you were truly consumed by fire to make art for the workers? What a wonderful figure. What a precious human being. Your machine kills fascists, and you certainly are one of the biggest 100 men in my life. Renato Araujo.
On the harmonica and the guitar by Woody Guthrie from Okima, Oklahoma. Woody knows what that lost train means because he's ridden out the red ball freight from one end of the country to another. In a few minutes we're going to begin a conversation with Woody Guthrie about life in the Southwest, about where he's from and where he went and what happened. Woody Guthrie is, I guess, about 30 years old from the looks of him, but he's seen more in those 30 years than most men see before they're 70. He hasn't sat in a warm house or a warm office to see what he's been interested in looking at. He's gone out in the world. He's looked at the faces of hungry men and women. He's lived in hobo jungles. He's performed on picket lines. He's sung his way through every bar and saloon between Oklahoma and California. And listen to that red ball roll. Woody, how long was it ago that you were born in Okima?
28 years. You pretty near guessed it. I was born there on July the 14th, 1912. Year that the President Woodrow Wilson was nominated.
Woody Guthrie was born in Okima, Oklahoma in July 1912. In 1943, he published his autobiography, Bound for Glory, which was well received by the critics, predated, and may have inspired the writing of the book On the Road by Jack Kerouac. When Woody was 17 years old in 1929, he joined Charlie in Pampa, Texas, where some other family members lived, playing music. His uncle Jeff encouraged him to play the guitar, so he called other young musicians to play with him and formed the Corncob Trio. One of them would become his brother-in-law when he married Mary Jennings in 1933, and they eventually had 3 children together. Due to the combined hardships of the drought and the Great Depression, following the Wall Street stock market crash of October 24, 1929, many people from Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Missouri packed up their belongings and traveled west in search of work. An estimated 400,000 made their way to California. 6 years after that, Woody hoboed his way to Los Angeles in 1936. There, he formed a musical partnership with his cousin Jack Guthrie. They performed country western tunes around town and promoted themselves on radio station KFVD. Woody started singing with Maxine Chrisman, whom he dubbed Lefty Lou. This pairing was so successful that he was able to bring his wife, Mary, and their children to Los Angeles in 1937. When the opportunities in Los Angeles dried up, Woody moved his family back to Texas, but he was called into New York in early 1940 by his ancient friend Will Geer, an actor and earnest left-winger who helped Woody better understand the injustice of an economic system that would allow Americans to live in such poverty. He joined the Almanac Singers, whose other members were Pete Seeger, Lee Hayes, and Millard Lample. They played benefits, appeared on radio programs, made albums, and sang out against Hitlerism and fascism, homemade and imported. At a benefit for the John Steinbeck Committee for Agricultural Workers in early March, Woody met Alan Lomax, the assistant in charge of the Archive of American Folk Song at the Library of Congress. Impressed with Woody's songwriting ability, Lomax arranged for a Today Classic recording session and interview with Woody for the library. In early 1942, his career was skyrocketed. At the time he met Marjorie Mazia, a dancer, dance teacher, and health science activist. The two became romantically involved and she eventually became pregnant. Her children with him include folk musician Arlo Guthrie, and Woody Guthrie Publications president, Nora Guthrie, Jody Guthrie and Kathy Guthrie, who tragically died at age 4 in a fire in February 1947. World War II was underway when Woody first came to New York. After America entered the fight in late 1941, he sang songs against the Nazis, such as Round and Round Hitler's Grave and Reuben James. But he became more directly involved in the spring of 1943 when he joined the Merchant Marine. He shipped out 3 times and was torpedoed twice. Then in May 1945, he was drafted into the Army just as the war came to an end, although he returned to civilian life by the end of the year. Woody still participated in various benefits and wrote hundreds of songs, stories, and poems. Among the songs are
Put it there, boy, we'll show these fascists what a couple of hillbillies can do. Well, I'm going to tell you fascists, you may be surprised. People in this world are getting organized. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
All you fascists bound to lose.
I said,
All you fascists bound to lose.
yes, sir.
All you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
There's people of every nation marching side by side, marching across the fields where 1 million fascists died. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
All you fascists bound to lose.
Yes, sir.
All you fascists bound to lose.
I said,
All you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
I said,
All you fascists bound to lose.
yes, sir.
All you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
2 fragments of film survive of Guthrie performing. One of them, lost in the archives for 40 years, has only just come to light.
But the rustlers broke on us in the dead hours of night. She rose from her blanket, a battle to fight. She rose from her blanket with a gun in each hand, said, come all of you cowboys, fight for your land.
Don't Kill My Baby and My Son, about the murder of 2 black children by a band of white supremacists.
consumo I ever heard before. My hair it trembled at the roots, cold chills run down my spine as I drew near that jailhouse. I heard this deadly cry: don't kill my baby and my son. Don't kill my baby and my son. You can stretch my neck on that old river bridge, but don't kill my baby and my son. And I saw a picture on a postcard. It showed the Canadian River Bridge. 3 bodies hanging to swing in the wind. A mother and 2 sons they did lynch. There is a wild wind that blows down the river. There's a wild wind that blows through the trees. There's a wild wind that blows round this world. And here's what the wild winds say: don't kill my baby and my son. Don't kill my baby and my son. You can stretch my neck on that old river bridge, but don't kill my baby and my son. You can stretch my neck on that old river bridge, but don't kill my baby and my son. Don't kill my baby and my son.
This land is your land, and this land is my land. From the California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went a-walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway, saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me a voice was sounding: this land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling in the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling. The voice was chanting as the fog was lifting: this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling in the wheat fields waving, the dust clouds rolling, the voice coming chanting, and the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me.
He also made several starts at another novel but was having trouble concentrating for long periods. In addition, his behavior were never normal by society's standards and he became more erratic. As early as 1941, the FBI was keeping files on Woody Guthrie. The Ballads of Sacco and Vanzetti is a set of ballad songs, written and performed by Woody Guthrie, related to the trial, conviction and execution of the anarchist shoemakers Sacco and Vanzetti. The series was commissioned by Mo Ash in 1945 and recorded in 1946 and 1947. Though Guthrie never completed the project, it had completed 12 songs singing on the life and heroism of American-Italian Sacco and Vanzetti. They were sentenced to death by a controversial trial judgment, but instead put workers in fears their execution rose greatly the Black Flag around the world.
Say there, did you hear the news? Sacco worked at trimming shoes. Vanzetti was a peddling man, pushed his fish cart with his hand. Two good men a long time gone. Two good men a long time gone. Sacco and Vanzetti are gone. They left me here to sing this song. Sacco's born across the sea, somewhere over in Italy. Vanzetti born of parents fine, drank the best Italian wine. Sacco sailed to sea one day, landed up in the Boston Bay. Vanzetti sailed the ocean blue and landed up in Boston too. Two good men's a long time gone. Two good men's a long time gone. Two good men's a long time gone. Left me here to sing this song. Sacco's wife 3 children had. Sacco was a family man. Vanzetti was a dreaming man. His book was always in his hands. Sacco earned his bread and butter, being the factory's best shoe cutter. Vanzetti spoke both day and night, told the workers how to fight. Two good men a long time gone. Two good men a long time gone. Two good men a long time gone. Left me here to sing this song. I'll tell you if you ask me about this payroll robbery. 2 clerks is killed by the shoe factory on the street in South Braintree. Judge there told his friends around that he had cut the radicals down. Anarchist bastard was the name Judge Thayer called these 2 good men. I'll tell you the prosecutor's name, Katzman, Adams, Williams, Kane. The judge and lawyer strutted down, they done more tricks than circus clowns. Two good men's a long time gone. Two good men's a long time gone. Two good men's a long time gone. Left me here to sing this song. Vanzetti docked in 1908, slept along the dirty street. Told the workers organizing on the electric cherry dies. All you people ought to be like me and work like Sacco and Vanzetti, and every day find ways to fight on the union side for the workers' rights. Well, I ain't got time to tell this tale. The Dixon Bulls are on my trail, but I'll remember these 2 good men that died to show me how to live. 2 good men's a long time gone. 2 good men's a long time gone. 2 good men's a long time gone. Left me here to sing this song. All you people in Swasso's Lane, sing this song and sing it plain. All you folks that's coming along, jump in with me and sing this song. It's 2 good men a long time gone. 2 good men a long time gone. 2 good men a long time gone. Left me here to sing this song. Sacco, Sacco, ho, ho, Niccolo, Sacco, ho, ho, psycho, psycho. I just want to sing your name. Psycho, 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 ho, ho, psycho, Nicola. Psycho, psycho, I just want to sing your name. Oh, Rosie, Rosie, oh, Miss Rosie, psycho, oh, Rosie, Rosie, I just want to sing your name. I never did see you, I never did get to meet you. I just heard your story, and I just want to sing your name. Hey, hey, Bart Vanzetti, hey, Bart Vanzetti, you made speeches for the workers, well, I just want to sing your name. Oh, Psycho Vanzetti, oh, Psycho Vanzetti, Psycho Vanzetti, I just want to sing your name. Hey, Judge Webster Thayer, ho, ho, Judge Webster Thayer, hey, hey, oh, Judge Webster Thayer, I don't want to sing your name. Bart Vanzetti and a Niccolo Psycho, Bart Vanzetti and a Niccolo Psycho, come here looking for the land of freedom, I just want to sing your name. Vanzetti sold fish around the Plymouth Harbor, Psycho was a shoe factor's best shoe cutter. All my sons, all of my daughters, they're gonna help me sing your name. Oh, ho, Psycho, Psycho, hey, hey, Bart Vanzetti, your wife and kids and all your family, I just want to sing your name. Oh, Psycho Vanzetti, hey, Psycho Vanzetti, Nicholas Psycho, Bart Vanzetti, I just want to sing your name. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes, well, I just want to sing your name.
Woody Guthrie recorded a song in 1946 titled Miss Pavlichenko, dedicated to the Ukrainian sniper Lyudmila Pavlichenko, born in 1916 and dead in 1974. She was a fourth-year history student at the University of Kyiv when the Nazi invasion of the former Soviet Union occurred in 1941. In less than 2 years before turning 25, she had killed about 309 fascists, mostly Nazis, including 36 snipers and about 100 officers. The preferred targets of the Soviet sniper. In 1942, after being injured by a German artillery mortar and leaving the scene, she visited Canada and the Allied United States, becoming friends with the First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt, who invited her to speak in Washington, D.C., Chicago, and New York.
Младший лейтенант Людмила Павличенко.
And who are you?
И кто же вы?
I'm a sniper.
Снайпер.
A woman sniper?
Женщина-снайпер.
And how many men
И
have
сколько
you
же
killed?
людей вы убили?
Not men.
Не людей,
Fascists.
фашистов.
309.
309.
Fell by your gun, fell by your gun. 300 Nazis fell by your gun, fell by your gun, oh, fell by your gun. More than 300 Nazis fell by your gun. Pavlichenko, well known to fame. Russia's your country, fighting's your game. The world will always love you for all time to come. 300 Nazis fell by your gun, fell by your gun, fell by your gun. More than 300 Nazis fell by your gun, fell by your gun, fell by your gun. More than 300 Nazis fell by your gun. In the mountains and canyons, quiet as a deer. Down in the forest, knowing no fear. Lift up your sight, down comes a Hun. 300 Nazis is felled by your gun. Felled by your gun, felled by your gun. 300 Nazis felled by your gun. Felled by your gun, felled by your gun. This moment, 300 Nazis is felled by your gun. In the hot summer's heat or the cold winter's snow, all kinds of weather you track down the foe. Your face is as bright as the new morning sun, but more than 300 Nazis is felled by your gun. Felled by your gun, felled by your gun. More than 300 Nazis is felled by your gun. Felled by your gun, felled by your gun. More than 300 Nazis felled by your gun.
By the early 1950s, Woody's health had deteriorated to the point where he was committed for short periods to various hospitals in New York City. No one could pinpoint his problem, although alcohol and schizophrenia were suggested as the cause of his trouble. In the end of 50s, Guthrie was put on at the Greystone Park Psychiatric Hospital with a condition what was understood only years after called Huntington's disease. This problem is an inherited condition in which nerve cells in the brain break down over time. It typically starts in a person's 30s or 40s, and usually results in progressive movement, thinking, cognitive, and psychiatric symptoms. No cure exists, since today, though new, but drugs, physiotherapy, and talk therapy can help manage some symptoms. His mother, Nora Guthrie, had this disease, but the family didn't know it until after her death. Guthrie's wife eventually ended their well, but her and their children's, include Arlo Guthrie at the time at the age of 9 years old, and 2 siblings frequently visited the Greystone Park Psychiatric Hospital during Woody's stay there. Due to her ex-husband's affliction with Huntington's disease, she became an activist, founding a predecessor of the Huntington's Disease Society of America. Woody then had a brief marriage to art student Annika Van Kirk. By the late 1940s, Guthrie's health was declining. He received various misdiagnoses, but in 1952, it was finally determined that he was suffering from Huntington's disease. During the more than 15 years that the disease affected him, Marjorie stood by his side as she supervised Woody's hospital care. She even taught him to communicate by blinking his eyes after he had lost control of his other muscles. Woody was only 42 when he entered the hospital for the last time in 1954. A very young Bobby Dillon, who saw Woody as a hero and have said he was a Woody Guthrie jukebox, went to the hospital to see Woody. He sang all of Woody's songs to him and he used to brought him cigarettes. Woody's daughter Nora remembered one story to Oklahoma Historical Society. When Bob came with John Hammond, she said, he would warn them. He would say, "This is pretty sensitive. This guy is in pretty bad shape. So be respectful." I remember my dad couldn't light his cigarettes. It was really, really hard for him to light cigarettes. He couldn't control his arm to get the lighter to the cigarette. A lot of times people would try to help. They would reach over and say, "Woody, do you want me to light it?" Bob would shake his head and he would say, "Nope, let him do it himself. Show respect." Woody really did want to light his own cigarette. He wanted to be the alpha male even with these young guys. I think that took an extraordinary sensitivity on Bob's part. I've always been really grateful. After Greystone Park Psychiatric Hospital, Woody was taken to Creedmoor Hospital in New York. He died at the age of 55 on October 3, 1967. That same year, Marjorie started a foundation for research, and lobbied Congress for funding to better understand the disease that had destroyed her husband and devastated his family. Thanks to his high profile and Marjorie's tireless work, better understanding of this terrible disease was eventually reached. Just a few months after Marjorie's death in 1983, scientists finally discovered the gene that causes Huntington's. There is a letter wrote by Guthrie in the late 1930s on a songbook distributed to listeners of his Los Angeles radio show Woody and Lefty Lou, who wanted the words to his recordings. He said, "This song is copyrighted in U.S., under seal of copyright number 154085, for a period of 28 years, and anybody caught singing it without our permission, will be mighty good friends of ours, 'cause we don't give a darn. Publish it. Write it. Sing it. Swing to it. Yodel it. We wrote it, that's all we wanted to do." Woody Guthrie. When I think in Woody Guthrie, I think in someone who saved my life very often. This tribute is just to say I love you. The 100 people in my life.